The following month, in October, Sidney's wife, Tammy, finds out about the affair somehow. And rightfully so. She's pissed. This is not the first affair that Sidney's had, as you can imagine. Of course it's not. He's, having an affair with the girl that works at Tilted Kilt, half his age, hasn't met her friends or family, Sure, he's done this before. Tammy makes Sidney call Heather while she's on the phone listening and break it off with her. Not only that, he verbally berates and belittles Heather, saying things like, "You were only there to spread your legs," stuff like that. Makes her feel terrible about herself as a human being, but Tammy clearly isn't satisfied. She wants to guarantee that her husband will not cheat on her again, and this is where the story completely goes off the rails. Like at this point, I think up to this point, you go, this is kind of a typical woman catches her husband midlife crisis thing, cheating, messing around with a younger girl. She's upset. Obviously, they have kids.
It's like an episode of Cheaters, right?
Yeah,
this is where we're at.
You've been caught. Yeah, exactly. You've been caught. Some shame. You're buying diamond necklaces for a couple months to make up for it. That's not how this story ends. It just kind of this is the jumping off point. Tammy handcuffs Sidney to their bed at night so he can't leave to meet Heather. Not making this up. This is actually in police reports. She also changes the password on his phone to something only she knows, and she went everywhere with him every time he left the house. Everywhere he went, Tammy was there with him. Tammy made Sidney get a tattoo of her name on his stomach. And I've got to describe this to you. I saw a picture of this. I don't want you to think I'm talking about like this cute little cursive writing Tammy on the shoulder. You remember Tupac's Thug Life tattoo on the stomach? This literally, and it's in like the same font, like that old English, and it's curved in like 2.5, 3-inch letters above his belly button. Just like Thug Life, like it curves over his belly button and says Tammy.
So it's kind of like Tupac meets No Regrets.
No regrets. Yeah.
It's that.
No regrets.
Yeah.
Tammy takes things a step further still. She's not done and begins contacting Heather, texting things like, "Hey, sweetie, ready to meet the missus?" She threatens her physically, even implying that she's going to kill her husband. Heather seemingly ignored all of this, only replying once that "you don't need to worry about me anymore." But crazy Tammy, still not finished. She called the Tilted Kilt regularly and even threatened that Sidney would no longer perform maintenance jobs as long as Heather was employed there. Heather lost hours, shifts, money as a result of this because she would get sent home when Tammy would flood the Tilted Kilt with calls.
So wait, Tammy handcuffs Sidney to their bed at home
At night.
puts tattoos on, and yet he still shows up at work at the same place that Heather works at. Like, okay.
And I guess she would be like in the truck or I don't know. I mean, seriously, like this is all in court documents. This is all in police reports.
But not getting another job somewhere else. Like that would be too easy. Moving away, stuff like that. No, you're going to work at the Tilted Kilt.
Yeah.
And you're going to like it.
And you're going to like it.
Yeah.
And I'm going to watch you through the front window.
Yeah, that's tough.
Yeah. Some trust issues in this relationship, clearly. I don't recommend, by the way, staying in a relationship that one of you has to be chained in some way to any object at any point other than, like in the bedroom at night. If it's a trust issue that makes,
Well, he was chained in the bedroom, so everything was great.
Yeah, but it wasn't for fun, And it's like, the other thing is like, Tammy's sound asleep. Old Sidney here's handcuffed to the bed frame. He's got to take a shit in the middle of the night. You got to wake. Think about this. This is real. He's got to wake Tammy up, honey. Number two. It's like he's got a cup next to the bed. I mean, this is
Puts the lotion on the skin.
Oh, Jesus. This is real,